Did you need something? Bravo. You managed.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon...
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend.
Since when were you so...
Since you turned this into modest success.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated, and you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus.
Did you have an actual question, or are you...
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you...
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid up. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to the casualties would be. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find, thereby keeping you out of harm's way, and more importantly...
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. The Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, all while remaining
Except to it. How did you get a Sarah?
I knew there was an associate of the Durval who escaped. It was trivial to track her down. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from...
Their entire tribe was one of them, Alva. Don't you want to know more about them?
No, from the ancient world. And what did they shrouded them, creating a pantheon?
Yes, well...
Did it now?
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you. I'll let you know when it's time. And I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you are... For someone to live as long as she had... Well...
Yeah. I'm aware.
Survival is only a necessity. I'd hoped you'd recognize.
Do you know some...
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh, a feeling.
Something else?
So those run-ins with the... On one of them I teamed up with the... We found Pharaoh.
You must have needed Omega clearance.
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly... I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. Like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
I'll be going.
As you wish.
they'd never played machines right together.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Kitalo, always kicking my ass.
Who says I'm any good at it?
The way my luck's going.
We're finally doing.
Never thought I'd be up. I can hear the...
Varro made the...
Thanks. I found out a few... I was, so he, Vala...
You know, and you.
I guess we... No time like the present. If
that one's not working...
Yeah, a little... This saved my butt a couple of times now. You know, besides...
Wouldn't want to spoil your...
Yeah? Oh.
So, how...
Well, first... You know, for what? Thinking somehow that was gonna... Ah! And when it was Urs, the card you thought she'd...
Oh, what she did.
As she defeated... And the Mad thought it'd be funny. He enjoyed it.
I remember you... That's how she met up.
Yeah, but... Is how the young prince... He knew their... He got her every perfume.
I get the feeling she wasn't too...
Oh, man. With her bear. But Avad had to dress up...
She made a VOD?
As perfumed... Ursa said he looked better.
That would,
Oh, I worked like... They paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa...
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point. With my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way. You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work.
Right.
I suppose you saw that...
I almost... every diviner I know. But now that she's here, I don't know if I'm scared. Probably both.
The rest of us should be enough zeniths for you to hack into... But you'll have to be quick.
What exactly?
I don't know. I see you've been using your new...
It's been fascinating. What would have taken me, like the database you helped me recover? With this, this could revolutionize... That is, whatever part of it the Overseers would...
The rest of us should be enough zenith, but... I don't know. You wanted data.
A diviner has never had... And knowing you, But maybe it'll help.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes. I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth. An entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly. I hope our new guests have been behaving.
Silence. He's the one who built the weapon.
He is. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us, lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. How are you holding up?
Varro's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't, Zoe and but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time.
And what about...
I don't know. I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so.
We grew up very differently.
Yes.
You said you owed me an explanation for...
Right. He was an Imperial. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that... and himself. He took a special interest in anything whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered.
I know better now. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew coming across the ocean might solve if only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribes, dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, the Renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea.
You mentioned the reason you came...
Her name is Alika. When I passed, it brought honor to our only Alika begged me.
Why?
Alika knew that not even your family, unless you could...
Sounds harsh.
Like the focus, well, fearful last time I was allowed because of my... But if our...
I promise I'll do my best. The ancestors...
Yes and no. Those whose legacy warfare, leader...
The CEO called...
Right. One of the ancestors. That's how we thought of our limited missing...
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most and scores of soldiers, and that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, and we struggled to replace... There were bright spots, but no, he became more, and you heard him. We knew these weren't the... But he was quick to...
What a great guy.
The Quen, or... But what this principal diviner... I'm so...
Back at the greenhouse.
And the like, that is what only oversee... It ensured...
What happened?
I never...
So, but...
He won't execute people on a whim, but he's hardly... I can't tell you how many times he took credit. The best thing I can say about him is that to...
Yep, sounds about... Once all this is over...
I don't know. The more I think about it, if I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me. Or what they'd do to me for... Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a divine, would I be willing to let the ancestors be buried away by the board of... Would I dare challenge them and... Or... losing Federa?
I hope everyone's been...
Oh, yeah, of course. And they... share the... It's refreshing. Back home to...
Sounds restrictive.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit. I did hear her singing. Seemed so... free when she did it. Like, every emotion she... and she looked happy. I felt...
You should ask Zoe to teach...
Maybe.
We won't let the Zeniths get away with what they've done.
Everyone's ready to take...
And you?
Nervous?
Don't worry. Anything new around here?
Kotalo showed me... I recall reading about but I never thought of technology like that. Think of what it could do for it, but knowing the
Replacing body... I want you to know I'm...
Whatever happened, I never thought...
Come on. Kotalo will protect...
I'm not afraid. I know if we'll try.
Who's this?
We used to... I hated her, but apparently we became very close.
Well, that was smart of her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do. I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
I hope everybody...
Aloy, at least...
Thanks. Everyone here, if it weren't for...
You know, he realized, to be honest, I think... So, he brought up this hologram. We sat there. I thought about how Plainsong was, how every corner and any fears I had about him. I miss him terribly.
I know. You and Aaron seem to...
He may have terror, and that ale he keeps raving. I still plan on beating that.
Try not to hurt him. I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to...
Before you do,
What is it?
you place this focus in my care. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch, for the both of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home.
Before I forget, I watered those plants. I just know they meant a lot to me.
Thank you.
So, how are we...
I do not know. All that remains is to...
Thank you, Katalo.
You brought us to... Oh, and by to go back to the trip before we leave.
Right.
Thank you.
We didn't really get to talk...
There was nothing more to... If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin.
I'm sure he'd be honored. Now that training time is over,
The Bulwark, and how we need another miracle if we're just...
I'll try not to let you...
I know you will not.
I bet people are curious.
None more than our Quen. She couldn't wait to take it. I gave her the data I used to build, hoping that would...
Good luck with that. I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
I'll be gentle.
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
You shouldn't miss this.
I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base. Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy.
Where are the others?
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be Spectres guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Bottoms up.
They're becoming hunted.
Pick it up. You need it. Live long, kill your enemies.
Anytime you're ready.
She's resistant to shock.
got its weak spots. I'm waiting for you. Hit it again! Let's take him out! Plasma! Hit it with plasma! Love this hammer! Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Boy,
I'll find a way back up.
Can't beat an Asaram force. Hey, Aloy! Ah, come on! You down there?
I'm okay. I'll climb back up.
Gets a blood fun, doesn't it? Good work. What's next?
Get to the launch.